I want to see that kind of drive from them, that belief that they can do it.
Yeah.
They're no longer an upset team because we've seen them get 2 big upsets already in the upper bracket.
A change, you know, controversial quite a bit for a lot of people online, but the fan love it here in New York City. Still very much for G2 Esports.
Yep.
Baby Bay joining the roster here.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, ZETA choosing to go towards Corrode there instead of towards Pearl.
New York City, let me hear you make some noise, because we're going to bring in our first team. Give it up for G2!
Feeling amazing. Confession the message is left on the station. Stick a ride with me on the edge, looking down from the cliff.
And now it's time to bring out their opponents. Make some noise for ZETA Division!
Tell me who you see when you look straight up like wait, what's now? Oh, shut down.
I think Baby Bay is the key player in this defense.
I agree. I think if he succeeds, if he's able to hold the lines that they've put him in and he's able to find value off of it.
No, and it's given Leaf a lot of peace of mind here.
Yeah.
They can stack 4 players to fend off ZETA where they're making noise, which is in mid.
Yeah, this is danger. I don't like this. Valen still has a flash. Yeah, they're starting to take a step back. They evacuate from the space, but not without a kill being traded either way.
1 for 1. You lose Valen. Leaf already invested the wall. It's going to make the defuse a lot more difficult.
Again, this tit for tat continues as the rounds play on.
Plant down, safe plant though. Not the greatest for playing these post-plant positions, but the health advantage in favor of the Japanese team.
XCL able to punish one on to Jogamo. Echo gets another. 3 on the round for the duelist. ZETA get the pistol.
Pulling a Phantom into this round, but the buy in general going to be really good here for ZETA.
Trying to disrespect that one way. Honey Bunny. Nice shot. Bullet between the eyes of Jogamo. And now ZETA can play this very relaxed. Brother, we were talking about how we really felt like ZETA needed to play a little bit off the cuff. It's only a round and a half in, but it does seem like they're doing that.
Well, they also need to be sharp in terms of their individual skill, and Honey Bunny there with 2 very important ones. Gets caught on the lurk, but they're going to have great information about where most of these G2 players are. Valen caught, seized up.
Yeah, had no real way to go, no real way to respond either. Meanwhile, Echo double dashing out onto the site, TP's back. This little dangerous push and pull, you've got to be careful here. You don't want to put some of these weapons down. But they're all good. Only 1 lost.
Well, that's just a punish to try to get a pick on a player that would be opening.
Yeah, that's where Leaf was playing in the previous round.
Baby Bay caught before he could TP back.
That's the conversation we were having. He was also out of the range of his TP, so he wasn't even in a position to get away. A bit too far out of his range.
Echo's getting flanked by Jorgamon. Jorg would have to come up huge here to avoid losing a bonus.
He would be the guy to do it. They were wise, they were ahead of it, they even knew. But Jogamo in that position can't contribute much more. And so Leaf is left in this 1v3.
Okay, the opening pick didn't quite go his way. But then, Bulldog in hand finds a kill onto Valen. Both of those duelists can jump on you at a moment's notice.
Everyone on the side of ZETA is A, including those 2 duelists. But there's plenty of firepower on the other side. They dodged the stun though. How far ahead of this do they go? Jogamo falls, Trent, nice with the Sheriff. Finds a second, almost. Gets a third.
Lots of bodies behind this. G2 can start stacking over towards A. They heard noise from pretty much everyone on ZETA. ZETA have to some degree, defend the guns that have been dropped as well, so Absol's in.
Satcheling all the way backside, looking to clear, but Jenny was never covered. Echo from on high gets another. And now it's Leaf again, thrust in this 1vx situation. Put in a position to be the savior for G2. Gets his one, and then walled off. Forced to take the fight the way Leaf wants him to take it, a heel. Just managing to buy a little space.
He's got the ult line.
And there it is. Absol's got to find the timing. Bullet whizzes right by his ear, but stays alive. And the clock becomes a factor here.
This is an extremely strange position. Leaf walled himself off from being able to path around both sides of the box.
Can't really flank. Oh, what in the world was that?
That's disgusting.
Oh, you spotted a foot. That's an elbow now.
Wow. Very fast reaction times. Almost a pre-fire.
Yeah.
From Baby Bay.
The problem with this, though, is that smoke going up mid suggests that they're leaving out B, and you start to see either attention towards the middle of the map or Baby Bay rotating back A.
Whaley ultimate, always available here.
They haven't fully committed. Oh, he's ahead of the smoke. Sugar Zero falls. The op doesn't connect, and you see ZETA start to go into disarray. Here, Absol tries to Goomba stop him and can't. And so now it's just one remaining. He blew the ult. He gets two. So much more to do, though, in the face of a dog. He's the one who's put in a kennel.
And it's a bit of a bait as well. As Leaf falls off, they're not going to think about Baby Bay on this angle.
Nope, and he's got the line. He was good on the first, good on the second.
And they wall off contact. So annoying to deal with.
Just barely missing that one, too. Off the paranoia, they're going to try to flood him behind, but Absol's not even able to find the space, not allotted the advantage. And now Leaf tucking behind the smoke. Sugar Zero never saw him. Leaf gets a second. No Thrifty this time. G2 have tied us up.
That's a lovely defensive setup. That could be a win condition. G2 look like they want to go walkabouts in mid, though, to open this one.
I don't think they've done that yet, really. Meanwhile, the op is on the other side. Echo gets the first. Leaf is on the trade, and Absol joins the party. Steady with it. Echo gets a second.
Valen ulted all the way into spawn.
And so leave no stone unturned, but either way, they find that the site is open. They get the spike down.
The teleport play from Valen may have actually seen some value.
Yeah.
But it does mean that he's burning that very critical piece of utility early on.
Right.
Got to imagine this is an ult round for ZETA, though.
They've heard the op. They popped both ults and a flash.
It caught on the Baby Bay.
Did it? Yeah.
He's hindered. What does that do when he's got an ult, though? Not much.
No, not a whole lot. Roomba's cleared for him. But ZETA get the spike down. Note here, Jogama has his ult, Trent had his ult, and we're just on cue. The Nightfall rolls out. A stun behind it, Jogamo gets out the pew-pew fingers, but not going to find a target.
They're crunching the A-Link players that don't exist.
Honey Bunny falling. Valen getting another. Just a couple of members left on the side of ZETA now. They're not going to find the openers, but Echo getting two. It's just not enough. He does not have the spike, though. It's currently in the hands of Sugar Zero.
Maybe a bit of missed value there from ZETA Division, but he goes down anyway.
Snappy out from Baby Bay. They'll have the ult, but it's going to be in the next round. The ult, the op, looking for a second. We'll find it. Headhunter not able to contribute the same way. As Valen now tries to fill in on the space and succeeds. 2 kills found. Another just around the corner. And Echo falls.
Similar round to the previous. ZETA take A, have the site, can't win a post plan.
Start to see that first panel go down. Immediately, smoke goes up. Echo falls, who's been the star for ZETA.
He wasn't expecting Joy to be that deep in mid. Proactivity rewarded for G2.
Baby Bay is in the right place at the right time.
They've had the better adaptations, the defense.
Fire now!
You pluck him out of the sky, yes he does! Snappy with it as Baby Bay gets another!
Strike down B.
His adjustments have been perfect, the positioning, anticipating exactly where ZETA want to go.
Left.
At the start of this game, we were thinking, wow, he's not quite on the deepest lines. But when you watch what value he's getting, you can't have a problem with what Baby Bay's up to.
Right.
And they're just playing with XDLL here. Got him wrapped around. No time on the clock.
10 seconds left.
You got one. That's 2 off of the Nightfall. Presuming he dies, he will be knocking on the door of that ult.
but no guns to work with either.
They continue to push that, and this time you see the adaptation actually coming up from G2. For as much as Echo hits that line every time, Trent gets two, Leaf gets another. This round is already over.
Yeah, Trent just spamming a smoke down towards mid. They even res round 11 to make it a 5v1. I don't think Echo's winning that.
But so they are prowling out.
They do prowl on the left side. He's playing the right. Misses the shot again. But they'll have another opportunity.
Pushed off the Nightfall. Honey Bunny falls, and they try to push their way forward. Echo up first will buy a little bit of cover and a little bit of space. And G2 are kind of shut out of the sight.
But they're fast on the flank.
Yeah, brother. They're going to kick the walls down.
It's these post plants that haven't been working for ZETA.
XCLL's already down. Baby Bay jumps into a second, hits that shot.
Don't do it to him.
Sugar Zero and Absol not able to find anything else. Sugar Zero, what can you do there? 1v4? Good luck, brother.
G2 are out for revenge today. Maybe finding it a bit harder to find their timings. Aggro plays like this will make a lot of sense.
But they've got to be fast. I think you lean more into the aggro crunches off barrier drop instead of contacting up, because when you've got a double senti comp on attack.
And they are going into the stack. Chances for ZETA to win.
I mean, you've even got an XCLL who's arriving just in the nick of time. Honey Bunny backside, one tagged, eyes traded. Both teams lit up. And it's G2 who cracks the sight wide open. The stack crumbles, as does Absol. G2 get the pistol.
Disintegrated.
Yeah. It's a bit of a shame, really. I think that would have been fun to watch. Baby Bay, second time's a charm. Traded back, though. Not really in a spot to be able to... I mean, I guess Honey Bunny's able to grab the weapon.
But there's three players with full armor on G2, so it's not even like... I mean, usually that outlaw would be an enormous piece of treasure to grab. But not this time.
No, now they're walled off on the other side, too, thanks to Leaf.
They're very good at playing around their timings as well. As soon as the wall goes through, G2 commit. That discipline that you know to expect from this squad.
Trying to chop it down. They do break one of the panels. Jogamo, steady. Not finding lethality quite yet. But damage dealt and threat delivered.
There goes the outlaw.
Just like that. Now picked up by Sugar Zero, who's going to try to do what his teammate could not. Jogamo forced to take a step back. There's Leaf down to 10 HP. So you found one of the weak ones. Still more work to be done, though. Echo falling. Got to force your way through, and they just don't have the guns. They don't have the space. They threw that thing all the way in reverse. They're going to try to push their way out towards B. Echo is here. Honey Bunny not far off either. Jogamo falling at the hands of the duelist, but instantly traded.
Traded, walled off. 4v4.
Leaf up a bit too far. But again, the protocols from G2 seem to suggest that they're going to be able to stabilize on this. Once again, down in numbers. 2v2 now. Sugar Zero left alone. In a 1v1. Trent waiting on the other side, guessing, paranoid on where he is. Confirmed now. And takes a step back. Trying to buy a little time as Sugar Zero's on the prowl. He's on the hunt. Trying to find a timing. Trent at the ready. Looking at just the right place. And Trent delivers for G2.
Incredible composure there from Trent. Hard pushing out one side of the map and playing retake for the other side. Whatever the idea is, if you can find something that works here, you might be able to bring the learnings through to map 2.
Absol's already been picked out of the round.
Yeah, these individual fights forward have not been successful for ZETA. G2 are just too disciplined and too ready for it.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the problem is, too, because of how coordinated they are, even if you do get a pick, there's a chance G2 has another member close by who's going to trade him out.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's part of the reason why Trent has got 20 kills already.
Yeah.
He's just rock solid in those positions. Again, ZETA punished for going walkabouts down tiles.
They play together so well.
The contact plays are not working.
That's a nice shot. Go on, son. Take another. G2 gets to 12, and ZETA.
If he does get pressured, it's going to be by a Prowler. No, not even. Contact, but Baby Bay wins it. I mean, you have to be favored there.
Yeah, you would think. And Jogamo slides his way into another. ZETA came into this as darlings. They came into this as underdogs, and we thought for just a moment that maybe Goliath falls.
Planted.
But they come into Sunset, and they leave in a whimper.
3 out of the 4 rounds they got were off the back of the pistol to follow up
There.
in a bonus. That is utterly brutal.
Yeah.
And G2 are all over them right now. Sugar Zero left to wonder what has gone so wrong today. And he hits the floor for a 13-4. Absolute dominance from G2. What a recovery compared to the last time they played against ZETA.